Hello. Hi, Chi. Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine.
You're fine. Okay. Did you go to school today?
Mm, yes, I'm late and go to school.
Okay. So did you just got home?
What?
What time did you go home?
Mm, Today I go home 7.
Oh, I see. That's why you can start learning at 9. All right. Okay. Now, Chi, tonight, okay, we will be using a reading material, okay? It's
Okay.
about diaries. Can you see my screen?
No.
Oh, wait. I'm going to share again. Okay, what about now? Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, it's lesson 3, diaries. Okay, before we start, I want to ask you, what is your idea about diaries?
Diaries.
Yes. What's your idea about diaries?
No idea.
You have no idea what is diary?
Yes, because I don't write diaries.
Oh, I see. Okay, wait. I'm going to search the meaning. Wait. Diaries. Okay. Why you don't like diary? You don't like
I don't know.
it. You just don't like it? Okay, here's the meaning. It's a record, originally handwritten, okay, with, wait, discrete entries arranged by date, reporting on what has happened over the course of the day or the period. Okay, for example, today, okay, at you wake up at what time? What time did you get up today?
I'll get up at 5:20 a.m.
Okay, and then what did you do next?
Brush my teeth and wash my face.
Mm-hmm. And then,
Wear uniform and drink water. Go to my home and we walk to school
uh-huh.
together.
Okay. So, you're in school from what time? 7 a.m. You're in school already?
6:45.
Oh, from 6:45 to 7 p.m. Okay. And then after, when you go home, what did you do?
Eat lunch and go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
2 p.m. I go to school.
Okay. And then tonight we are having a class. Then after
Yes.
this, you are going to sleep.
Yes.
Okay. So that is your schedule for today if you are going to write it in your diary. Okay, now let's read the new words here in the screen. Can you see it?
Yes.
Okay. Diary,
Diary.
historical,
historical,
document,
document,
detail,
detail,
event,
event,
alive,
alive,
pioneer.
pioneer,
Okay, good job. Now let's proceed to the next slide. Wagon,
wagon,
alongside,
alongside,
travelers,
traveler,
rich,
rich,
record,
recall,
mistake,
mistake,
simple,
simple,
simple.
simple,
Okay, very good. Now let's read a story about diaries. Okay, this is a diary about um, the history of America. Okay, I'm going to read it first. Did you know that diaries are historical documents? Diaries from the past tell stories of days gone by. The people who wrote them took the time to write things as they saw them. They give details about events and people they knew. Each writer comes alive in the words they wrote on the paper. Diaries help us to learn about how people lived and what was important to them. Okay, so this is about diaries. It helps the people to know what happened in the past when you are going to read the diary for now. Okay, um, the writers who wrote it give their entire write it with the entire details. Okay, that it took time. Oh, if as you know, it really takes time if you are writing, right?
yes,
Yeah, it takes time if you are writing something. So how much more if you are writing a diary? It's you are writing every day on
yes.
important details and important events on what happened. Okay, now I want you to read the second paragraph.
Diary- Diaries of the pioneers on the origin trail help us to understand the hard time those people face. They tell show they came looking for and to buy homes. Diaries tell stories about traveling in Calvary, migrants. They describe how children work alongside the workers and often more no shoes on the path. They tell of snakes and wild animals and crossing white river water. Diaries describe attacks, how many travelers lost sick, and how it feels to reach the goal.
Okay, again, this is pioneers,
Pioneers,
wagons.
wagons,
Okay, so diaries are the pioneers of the origin trail that helps us to understand the hard times those people faced in the past. So they tell us how they came looking for a land to build their homes. And the diaries tell the stories about traveling in covered wagons. They describe how children walked alongside the wagons and often wore no shoes on the path. Okay, so that's in the past because um, the children they didn't have any shoes or slippers on that time. Detail of snakes and wild animals are crossing, okay, wild
okay,
river waters. Okay, the diaries also describe the attacks of how many travelers got sick. and how it felt to reach their goals. Okay, so that is one of the importance of the diaries. If you want to look back in the past, okay, you can see there, you can read there about what happened in the past, what happened to the people, um, what are their hardships, um, what are the problems that they faced in the past in order to achieve their goal, or in order to see what they have now, what they have right now. Okay, now let's continue. Many diaries of the Oregon Trail have been made into books. These diaries or records help us understand how people lived on the Oregon Trail. They help us understand what went right and what went wrong. These diaries help us learn from their mistakes. They show us how to enjoy the simple things in life. Okay, now um, I want to ask you, Chi, since you don't like to have a diary, after reading this story, okay, did you see the importance of having a diary?
Yes,
Okay, so do you think it is very helpful?
yes, it's good. And
Mm,
it helps us to remember everything.
yes, very good. It helps us to know what happened in the past if we want to know what happened, what are their hardships, what did they do in order to reach their goal, what did they do in order to be here in the future, or what did they do in the past, what are their mistakes, what are their here. As you can see, they help us understand what went right and what went wrong. Okay, so that is the importance of the diaries. Now, before we are going to answer the activities, let's look at useful structures here in the screen. Okay, reach someone's goal. Okay, here, there's an example. I was very happy because I reached my goal. Okay, so Chi, what is your goal in life?
Mm. I was very happy because
Okay, um, what is your goal in life?
because
Mm-hmm. That's my question for you. What is your
do
goal?
do everything that I like.
Mm-hmm. To do the things that you like. And what is
Yes.
it? Can you give me a
Uh,
specific goal? What do you want?
has a exam in the future because in Vietnam, there if we want to grade in 10, we have a test very important.
Okay, that's it. What about in the future? Do you want to have your own house, your own car? Okay, what about it? Is it not included in your goal? Because there are two different kinds of goals, okay? It's a long-term goal and a short-term goals and long-term goals. Long-term goals are those goals who is for forever. Okay, um, your forever goals that you want to achieve, like you want to have own house, own car. Okay. Okay, wait. I'm going to give you an example.
Mm, well,
Wait. I'm going to send you an example.
okay.
There, I sent you in the chat box. That's an example of a short term and a long term goal. Okay. And to understand the meaning of the short term and the long term, here, short term goals are what you want. Okay. Your, like, for example, you want your business to achieve next year. Okay. Your goals can be like this. Your goal is to have an increase of a number of customers, your level of sales, your profits, and other measuring success. Okay. Uh, Short-term goals, it means it's an objective that is expected to be achieved in a short period of time, usually less than a week. Okay, so that's an example of a short-term goal. Now, long-term goals are those goals that are more reaching and take longer to achieve, even a year or more.
Okay.
Okay, short-term goal is like to finish your homework, wash dishes. Okay, um,
Okay.
for the long-term goal, okay, it will take months, years, or all your life. For example, to graduate in college, to become a nurse, a doctor, to lose pounds. Okay, so that's an example of a long-term goal. Okay, if you're also you want to have your own house, your own car, like that. So, Chi, what is your goal in life?
Mm, my goals in life. Mm, our apartment.
Mm-hmm. To own your own apartment. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's it. Good job. Now, if you want to achieve it, of course, first you need to finish your you need to finish studying, um, pursue your dreams, get a nice job, or start your own business, and then you can provide or achieve your goal you to have an own apartment. Okay. Now let's continue now to the next slide. I want you to answer the following questions. This is based on the story that we read. Here is the first question. What are some of the hardships listed above that, below, that the pioneers had to face? What are some of the hardships listed below that the pioneers had to face? Your mic is muted, Chi. I can't hear you.
I know.
It's in the second paragraph. You're the one who read it.
I
A. Okay, it's letter C. Sickness, snakes, and attacks. Okay, those are the hardships that the pioneers have experienced. Okay, here in the second paragraph. Now let's continue now. Question number 2. Which of the following diary entries was most likely written by a pioneer? Okay, you're going to choose a title or based on the story that we read. What what was most likely written by a pioneer? One of the wheels broke on the wagon today. Lots of traffic on the freeway today. Finished making our cement house today. Both the kids and their first computer today.
see.
See, it's letter A. One of the wheels broke on the wagon today. 3. In this passage, the author states diaries from the past are helpful for us because
B.
B. Detail us how the writer felt and what his he or she saw ahead. Good job. It's letter B. Number 4. If there were no diaries of the past, we would.
C.
It's letter C. Not to know or much of what happened in the past period. Okay, that's correct. If there were no diaries. Number 5. How diaries help us. It's in the first paragraph.
Diary help us to learn about how people live and what was important to them.
Okay, very good. Number 6. How do diaries describe the children?
They describe how children work alongside the workers and often wore no shoes on the path. Many diaries of the origin tribe have been made into books.
Okay, they have been made into books. Okay, good job. Diaries help us to learn what was blank to people and what they lived.
And
Diaries help us to learn what was okay important to people and what and how they lived in the past. Okay, number 9. These diaries help us learn from their blank.
D.
Letter B is.
No, D.
D. It's B.
What?
Though these diaries help us learn from their. Oh wait, why is it error? Okay, wait. Okay, the material said that it helped us to learn from their error or their mistakes. Oh yeah, it's life. Okay, it's life. Okay, now we still have how many minutes? 8 minutes left. Okay, now let us review the story. Okay,
Okay.
okay, okay. I want you to read the first paragraph.
If you that diaries are historical documents, diaries from the past tell stories of days gone by. The people who wrote them took the time to write things as they show them. They give the details about events and people they knew. Each writer comes alive in a world. They were on the paper. Diaries help us to learn about how people live and what was important to them.
Okay, this is so.
Show
So,
show
details.
details.
Okay, very good. It's so and details. Okay, Chi, my comment about you while you read the first paragraph, okay? Um, be careful with the question mark. Be careful with the period, okay? And take note of the rising and falling intonation if you are reading. Okay, let's check in the second paragraph.
Diaries of the pioneers on the origin trail help us to understand the hard times those people face. They tell how they came looking for land to buy homes. Diaries tell stories about traveling in car wagons. They describe how children work alongside the wagons and often wore no shoes on the path. They tell of snakes and wild animals and crossing by water. Diaries describe attacks, how many travelers got sick, and how it felt to read the road.
Okay, very good.
Many diaries of the origin trail have been made into books. These diaries of records help us understand how people live on the origin trail. They help us understand what went right and what went wrong. These diaries help us learn from the mistakes. They show us how to enjoy the simple things in life.
Okay. By the way, this is Oregon.
Oregon.
Okay, Oregon. Okay, very good, Chi. Okay, you just need to. Uh, okay, well, while you are reading, okay, you need to understand what you are reading. Okay, that's very important because it is not just we can read, but it is also important that we understand what we are reading. Do you agree? Yes, and I can see that. Um, while you are reading it, okay, although there are some words that you mispronounce, but it's compared to our previous classes, okay. Um,
Okay.
you improve, okay. I can only underline 3 to 4 words that you mispronounce, okay. Sometimes I underline it because I can't hear it clearly and I just want you to read it again. That's why I underline it also. But you are doing great in reading, okay. Just you need to focus on about the punctuation marks. If there is a question mark, if there is a period, if there is a comma, okay, you are going to pause the rising and falling intonation of the sentence, okay. All right. Now, do you have any question before we end our class? We still have 3 minutes. You didn't have a question. Okay. Um, wait. Okay. So our next class will be on, wait, Sunday, right?
Yes, Sunday.
Okay. What time on Sunday, Chi? Do you want to study early?
Yes.
Oh my God.